Hello guys, it's Valentine and you're on the Queer Plus Team channel. This week's topic is the Ashley Wild gender tag, which Saturn suggested, and I got my handy little shortcut list of it here, which I'm gonna be reading from. I'm just gonna put a picture of the question on the screen and, well, say it out loud again. But I'm gonna do that later. And right now I'm just gonna go ahead and answer all the questions. But we're gonna see how it turns out, right?
How do you self-identify your gender, and what does that definition mean to you?
My gender is pretty messed up to myself, actually. I self-identify as Libra fluid. I already told you about how I got around to do that and how I found it. So no need to do that apparently. But yeah, this definition basically means a lot of trouble to me because nobody has fucking heard of it and nobody understands what I mean, so I always have to explain. And I usually settle for either FTM or agender if someone is kind of educated, because that's what I most feel like in terms of other identities, so we'll just do that. Just noticed I'm pretty far away from the camera. Hi. Yeah.
What pronouns honor you? That's a weird way of saying it.
So we moved you a little bit closer and we're back for the pronouns. I usually go with he, him in my birth language because that's the only pronoun I like that we have. Because the other option would be she or her, and I'm really not comfortable with that. So I go with he, him, and in English I also go with they, them. But, well, we don't have that in German, so that's pretty much it.
Describe the style of clothing that you most often wear.
My style of clothing is pretty much baggy t-shirts, like crew necks, also v-necks occasionally if I can find any that I like. Jeans that are pretty tight around the ankles, actually. Prefer that to pretty baggy jeans. Yeah, basically I present very masculine. I usually wear dress shirts too with like a t-shirt under it, like soften it up a little. Yeah, casual sweaters, hoodies, that kind of stuff.
Talk about your choices with body hair. How do you style your hair? Do you have facial hair? What do you choose to shave or not to shave?
When it comes to body hair, I do decide to grow my leg hair out. I do not have armpit hair because I don't really like the feeling of it. As you can tell, I do not have any facial hair, which kind of bothers me because I actually would like to have a beard. Yeah, my hairstyle is pretty much out of control. Let's say I'm glad it looks okay today, but usually it's just a giant mess. I always sit in front of the mirror for like in front of my camera for quite some time to fix my hair. Oh, what's this shit? I fucked it up. So yeah, my hair is out of control. I think I should shave the sides again because I did that once and I was very comfortable with it. Since that, my hair has grown up on the top. I think I'm going for a Joker Sapphire hairstyle next because I don't know, I like his hair.
Talk about cosmetics. Do you choose to wear makeup? Do you paint your nails? What type of soaps and perfumes do you use, if any?
In terms of cosmetics, my style is pretty emo occasionally. I mean, black hair, usually straightened, but yeah, so I do wear eyeliner, but like not in the fancy winged kind of way, but more in the emo kind of, not really smoky eye, but kind of, yeah, you know, the little blurred eyeliner thing. And I do contour my face occasionally when I'm going out, and in a way that makes my face look more masculine. And I also contour my neck, like, to make it stand out a little more and add the illusion of an Adam's apple in hopes of not being misgendered as much. I paint my fingernails only when I'm really bored and have nothing else to do. And for soaps and perfume, I use male soaps and perfumes and stuff, and deodorants. Like, I think I got Axe shower gel and all that stuff, and I have the Bruno Banani perfume for men. I don't know the name of it again, but yeah. So basically, in my whole presentation, I tend to opt for male stuff.
Have you experienced being misgendered? If so, how often?
Misgendering is something I experience every day, each and every day, except for when I'm on the internet. I can't get around it because I look very feminine. Still, like, I can do whatever I want. I'm still gonna have very broad hips, and I'm still gonna look very female-ish to most people around here, and most people know me by my birth name because it's a pretty small town, so yeah. But I'm planning on outing myself soon, publicly on Facebook. Already created a new Facebook account that people can add me on afterwards. So yeah, let's hope that gets better after it, which I'm pretty sure it would, but whatever.
Do you experience dysphoria? How does that affect you?
Dysphoria is pretty a huge topic for me. Luckily not as huge as for some other people, but generally I do experience dysphoria, and it generally just knocks me out, because the days that I have dysphoria are usually kind of like, okay, right now I can just go back to bed and curl up and not meet anyone, or I'll probably jump off a cliff days. That's not really the most comfortable thing, I'd say. So dysphoria happens too often. I can usually shut it out like on an everyday basis. It's not that bad, but like I get days where it hits me really hard, and those days I'll just turn off completely.
Talk about children. Are you interested in having children? Would you want to carry a child if that were an option for you? Do you want to be the primary caretaker for any children you may have?
Simple answer, no, I don't want any children myself. Like, I'm not that into giving birth, really. I can't imagine doing that. Because, one, it didn't make me really dysphoric. Two, I'm a little wimp. I cry the first 2 seconds of it and say, nope, you can put me on anesthetics, I'm out of here. I wouldn't be able to stand the physical pain, and yeah, I'm not sure if I really want children of my own, because, I don't know, they're kind of cute as long as they stay away from me, or as long as I can play with them, and as soon as something happens to them, I can give them back to their parents. Maybe that'll change over time, but right now, I'm not really the person into taking care of a child, more like amusing a child.
Talk about money. Is it important for you to provide for a family financially if you choose to have one? Is it important for you that you earn more money than any partner you may have? Do you prefer to pay for things like dates? Are you uncomfortable when others pay for you or offer to pay for you?
Well, I like to be able to provide for myself, because I know my mom couldn't, because she was too dependent on my father after some time. When they broke up, it went like shit. But I don't say I really don't want my partner to be dependent on me. And since I'm not really sure if I have a child, yeah, I think then I'd probably say if we take care of a child together, we both earn money. Like, we both don't work full time, so we still have time for a child, but yeah, I wouldn't want it to be dependent, like, from any side. And with dates, I'm like, I usually like to pay when I'm out with my girlfriend, but when I can't pay that much because I'm constantly broke. My family doesn't have that much money, and basically she won't really let me buy her that much stuff. Like, I went to buy her a birthday present and she hit me. It wasn't even just birthday, it was Christmas and birthday together, and she was really pissed because I got her something. So yeah, I'm not really, it doesn't really happen that often that I even get to pay for something. But yeah, well, if she didn't like it, I'm not gonna force it on her. I do try to occasionally, and I'm like gonna go, yeah, come on, I'm gonna buy you an ice cream or something. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm not really uncomfortable with other people paying on dates. I'm uncomfortable with other people paying for me constantly. Like, I really feel awkward using their money because I don't have much money, and I don't really want it to come off as if I'm greedy or something. So I'm generally like, no, please don't fucking pay for me. No, I can pay on my own. I'm not gonna pay much because I'm gonna look for a cheap option. But yeah, I'm really kind of awkward with that.
Anything else you want to share about your experience with gender?
What I can share about my experience with gender is it was a holy fucking long trip to get where I am now and to like find out what I'm doing. Like, I basically really had no clue what my gender was a long time. I only knew the way I wanted to dress and the way I wanted to be assigned, but there was no way for me to ever find out what really made sense in terms of usually feeling like no gender at all, but wanting to dress masculine, then sometimes feeling overly masculine, and sometimes being like, no, I'm kind of female, and still feeling insulted when whatever gender was insulted, basically. Like, somebody goes around, oh, men are so stupid, and I'm like, yeah, but does that mean I'm stupid too? Someone was like, girls are so bitchy, and I'm like, wait, does it mean I'm bitchy too? So it was pretty much messed up. I could joke about both genders and feel totally detached from it, but I could also feel insulted when both main genders, I'm gonna say, because, well, I'm not really in, like, the kind of group here. We live in a very rural area, which isn't the most great thing for, like, gender diversity. So whenever those two genders were insulted, I was mostly like, yeah, but wait, but it's funny, and I don't feel attacked, but I do feel attacked. So that's kind of strange, but I can just say, don't get demotivated when you're taking your time to find your gender, because I took a holy fucking long time, and I was so fucking happy with what I found. And everything can only get better. Once you know it, even if you don't figure it out completely, if you don't find a label that you really like, you can just go and say, fuck it, I don't need a label. You can just describe your identity, and that's gonna be it. So since this is the end of the video, I'm gonna just go ahead and say goodbye. Hope you're all having a nice day, and we'll see you next week with a new topic.